Biden, unbelievably, I mean, he is the zombie candidate if ever I saw one. I saw his false teeth shoot out of his mouth and skid across the studio floor. I saw blood coming from his eyes. I'm always afraid he's going to melt. All the wax in his heavily worked face is going to melt under the television lights. He forgets things. He even seems to forget the most intimate parts of his own life, his own marriage, and so on. Can he really still be the front runner?
Well, that's the thing. I have a lot of doubts about these polls. I mean, you know, when CNN first was saying that Biden was winning by 30 points or whatever, if you clicked on about 14 links all the way to the source of the poll, they weren't interviewing anyone under 50 years of age, because that's what they needed to do to make it look like Biden was running away with it. But our media, and you know, for your own sanity, I hope you aren't watching too much American media. But if you watch our corporate media, it is the levels that they're going to bend over backwards to try and push Biden into this office is truly tremendous. Bernie Sanders is the candidate that cannot be mentioned. So now they'll keep saying that it's a two-way race. You got Biden and Elizabeth Warren. Occasionally they'll mention Kamala Harris, but they will not say Bernie Sanders' name, even though he's at least polling equal with Warren, you know, possibly much higher. But they just act like he doesn't exist. And we saw this same thing in the last election. The final numbers were that Donald Trump got 23 times as much coverage as Bernie Sanders during the primary. Our media is just a catastrophe, and they're trying so hard to get Joe Biden in, because honestly, the corporate Democrats and the corporate media are far less worried about Donald Trump continuing in the office as they are worried about someone like Bernie Sanders, who might actually speak up against inequality and actually threaten their tax breaks of the richest Americans.